Hello, it's day 5 of occasional mindfulness with these flipping things. As you can see, I'm pleased to report, for 4 days, I didn't touch any energy drink apart from 2 sips that my friend Matt saw me drink. So, full accountability. As I've mentioned in the previous video, day 3, I did have 2 sips in 4 days. And that was because I was driving and I didn't have any other drink to hand. So if you want to take me to court over that, then actually don't. Because Ryan Trahan always says this. He's like, sue me. And then he puts like a disclaimer on the video, like, please don't actually sue me. So please don't do that. I've got to be quick today because I've got to go get Casper in a bit from his house. So yeah, day 5, energy levels are pretty good. I did celebrate earlier on a Friday with a can of white Monster Energy. And that lasted me for about 3.5 hours of just occasionally having a sip of it rather than chugging the whole thing like a speed run. So yeah, I'm just going to reduce my intake going forwards. I've got a bit of a drive tomorrow with Casper. We're going to go see Roscoe & Co in Bridgewater, and that's going to be about a 3-hour round trip for us to go see them. Christ, my tan is outrageous, isn't it? Look at that. It's like those squashy sweets. So yeah, I'm going to try and drink some squash on the way up rather than just rely on energy drinks. I will say as well, I think this week I've tried to reduce my intake of fizzy drinks as well. Just in general, I've tried to drink squash more. And I do genuinely feel a lot better. I think last Sunday I was at a bit of a sort of all-time low with like, oh my God, I feel like shit. So I do think this little detox that I've gone on has actually genuinely benefited, and I would recommend it to anyone that's feeling the same sort of way that I felt on Sunday. As you can see from the thumbnail, these are cans are just in my car. So addressing the problem definitely helped. We've got the rain back there and we've got the 2 other Dart Thunders back there. So yeah. It's quite funny how much you just have so much of something available to you that like you don't realise that you've got like loads of sweets in the side of your car doors, and you've got like, you know, you open your glove box and it's full of refreshers and, you know, flying saucers and stuff. And it is a bit mental sometimes when you wake up and smell the coffee and you're like, oh my God, I've actually got a problem here. So yeah, I'm feeling good today. I think that's pretty much it. I'm just going to try and keep going with it. I'll probably do a day 7 video on Sunday after I've dropped Casper home. But yeah, I feel like this was needed. And I do genuinely feel a lot better. And I've been going out for walks and just enjoying the sun. And yeah, just still yawning apparently. Sometimes this sense of like seasons changing and a sense of overall anxiety in your general health. Anxiety, I always feel like it just wants to keep you in, and it wants to keep you from not doing anything that's out of the ordinary. And that's, I think, personally linked quite closely to consumption of energy drinks. Because you get this sudden hit of like, oh my God, like dopamine, 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 energy, energy, and then you crash. And the only thing that can get you back to that sort of high energy-ness is another energy drink. So it's like this constant like sine wave of like addiction and needing thirst and all that sort of stuff. Stimulation as well. But yeah, I'm not a nutritionist or a personal trainer by any stretch of the imagination. So please don't take any of this as like World Health Organization advice or anything. But this is just for my own personal benefit, and I do feel a lot better. So thank you for watching. If this is your first video watching on Absolute Bedlam, then first things first, don't watch part 3 of something, because that's mental. And second, if you do like the content, please like and subscribe, and yeah, go back and watch part 1 and part 2 of this series. But yeah, all good. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you in a bit.